Hi students, how are you all? Welcome to Standard 5 Social Science. Today we are going to see one new lesson from Term 2. The lesson name is Hydrosphere. Today we are going to discuss about what is hydrosphere, importance of hydrosphere, type of water bodies, the different stages of water cycle. The earth sphere. About this we already learned in previous term. There are atmosphere, biosphere, lithosphere and hydrosphere. So these are the combination of earth sphere. Atmosphere, air on earth. Biosphere, life on earth. Lithosphere, land form on earth. Hydrosphere, water on earth. So hydro refers water. So in this lesson we are going to see about water. Hydrosphere is the total amount of water present on the earth, which includes water on the surface, under the ground and in the air. So it is a form of liquid, vapor and solid. It covers about 71% of planet earth. 29% of land water. In that 71% of water, 97% is fresh salt water, 3% only is available in fresh water. It is in the ground, lake, rivers and also frozen as ice in the form of glaciers and icebergs. This is a peak of icebergs. This is a peak of glacier. Importance of hydrosphere. We need water to carry out many activities in our day-to-day life. We need water to drink, take bath, cook food, washing clothes, etc. Animals and plants also need water for their survival. It is also important for rainfall. So these are the types of water bodies. Waterfalls, pond, rivers, bay, ocean, lake, etc. Now we are going to see each topic in briefly. Oceans. Oceans are vast water bodies that usually separate continents from one another. Oceans water is salt in nature. There are 5 oceans on the earth. Do you know, children? What are they? They are Pacific Ocean, Atlantic Ocean, Indian Ocean, Southern Ocean and Arctic Ocean. Seas. Seas are also vast water bodies but smaller than ocean in size. They are partly closed by land and opens up to the ocean. Sea water also in salt in nature. Example for this, Arabian Sea. Next, this is a peak of India. Bay of Bengal is located in the east. Arabian Sea is in the west. Indian Ocean is in the south. Next, rivers. Rivers are large streams that flows over the land. They are fresh water bodies which generally originate at mountainous areas. They usually drain in oceans and seas. Example for this, Ganga and Kaveri. This is the pic of Indian water bodies. We can see in this pic rivers, ocean, sea and all. Next is lakes. A lake is a water body surrounded by land on all sides. They are either fresh or salt water bodies. Example for this, Koleru Lake is a fresh water lake. Sambar Lake is a salt water lake. Koleru Lake is located in Andhra Pradesh. Sambar Lake is located in Rajasthan. Next is a gulf. Gulf is a deep inlet of the sea surrounded by land with a narrow mouth. Example for this, Gulf of Kutch. This is a pic of bay. Bay is a broad inlet of the water body where the land curves onwards. Example for this, Bay of Bengal. Lagoon, a stretch of salt water separated from the sea by a low sand bank. Example, Lake Chilika in Odisha. Strait. A strait is a narrow stretch of water which joins two large water bodies. Example, Park Strait connects Bay of Bengal and Indian Ocean. Can you see the pic, children? Yeah, Sri Lanka is there below that. Can you see that red dot? Yeah, it is a Park Strait. It's connected the two large water bodies, Bay of Bengal and Indian Ocean. Next, waterfalls. Waterfalls forms when a river streams flows from a great height. Kutralam waterfalls. You know that, children. You have enjoyed? Yeah, very good. The different stages of water cycle. What are the different stages of water cycle? There are 4 stages. First one is evaporation. Second one is condensation. Third one is precipitation. Fourth one is infiltration. First, we are going to see about the evaporation. The heat energy of the sun falls on the water bodies like oceans, seas, lakes, rivers, etc. The water slowly evaporates as vapors into the air. So, this is a process of evaporation. Second one is condensation. As the vapors rise high, the cooler temperatures make them cool down and turn back into liquid. This is the formation called condensation. Third one is precipitation. Wind movements cause the clouds particles in collide. They become rain-bearing clouds and fall back onto the earth's surface by the process known as precipitations. These are the types of precipitations: rain, sleet, snow, hail. The last one is runoff and infiltration. Fourth stage of the water cycle. The water either runs off into the ocean, rivers and ground surface or is absorbed into the soil. This cycle continues. So this is the peak of the water cycle. The sunlight will be falls on the water bodies. The heat will absorb, the vapors will be go and collect in the form of in the clouds, moisture, and then precipitation, then the water will be flow onto the ground. Again the water cycle will be continued. Next, see about the interesting facts. There is no aquatic life in Dead Sea because it is too salty. Some of the longest rivers in India are Ganges, Ganga, Krishna and Kaveri. Sambar Salt Lake is in Rajasthan, is one of the important inland salt water lake in India. Next, we are going to see a recap. Okay, children, what are the things we learned today? Earth is made up of land, water and air. Water is necessary for all life forms. 3% of water is fresh water that is found in ground, lakes, ponds, streams and rivers. There are 5 major oceans in the world. Yeah, they are Pacific, Atlantic, Indian, Southern and Arctic. Waterfalls form when the river falls from the great height. We should use water very carefully. These are the tips for you children to save the water. No water, no life. So, what you have to do? Turn off the water while brushing your teeth. Take water in a bucket for bathing. Check pipes for faucet and toilet leaks. We need to dig pond, lake and some other water bodies to save water. We must create rainwater harvesting system to increase the groundwater level. So children, save the water, save the world. Thank you children. We'll meet in the next session.